Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn about IELTS Writing Task 2. We are going to learn how to write a discussion essay. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to write the introduction, and in the next lesson, we are going to learn how to write the main body and the conclusion. So if you want to have the complete Band 9 essay for this particular question, then I recommend that you watch the next video on how to write the main body and the conclusion. But before we begin the lesson, remember to subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Also, do not forget to have a look at the rest of the videos in my channel because I upload videos on IELTS writing and IELTS speaking. But I also have very helpful videos on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and I even have videos that are going to help you to speak English in different situations. So if you want to know, for example, how to speak English when you go to the doctor or when you meet someone for the first time, how to introduce yourself, and many other different types of situations, then have a look at my playlist on how to speak English in different situations. Now, remember to share this video with other people if you find it helpful, because sharing is caring. I share this video with you with a lot of love, so please share the video with other people, and that way we are going to make the world a better place. Now, let's begin our lesson. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give you information about IELTS Writing Task 2. The first thing is to remember is that you get 40 minutes to write your Task 2. You should write more than 250 words. If you want to get a Band 8 or a Band 9, then you need to write 300 words or more. The other thing that is important to remember is that IELTS Writing Task 2 is 66% of your total writing marks. You will be marked on task response, that is how well you respond to all the parts of the question. You will also be marked on coherence and cohesion, that is how you organize your ideas using linking words, using simple, complex, and compound sentences, how you organize your ideas in your paragraphs. You will also be marked on vocabulary, and finally you will be marked on grammar, that is your tenses, your plurals, your singular, subject-verb agreement, the correct use of vocabulary, and so on. Now, the other thing that I would like to remind you is that your writing task 2 is a formal essay. It is a formal essay. And some common types of essays are opinion, discussion, advantage, disadvantage, direct questions, or solution type of essay. In my playlist on IELTS Writing Task 2, you will find a video on all the different types of essays that you could be asked to write in your IELTS Writing Task 2. And finally, I would like to point out that the General Training Writing Task 2 is the same as the academic IELTS. The essay is written in the same way and the scoring is the same. The only difference is that the general training essay questions are often easier and the topics are simpler. Now that we have all the information that is important to remember when it comes to IELTS Writing Task 2, let's begin our question. How to write the introduction. The first thing that you need to do is read the question and make sure you identify all the different parts of the question. Let's read the question together. Some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school, while others think it is a waste of time. Discuss both sides and give your opinion. Let's understand the question. Some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school. So, you have people who think that art is a very important subject for children to study at school. That is one opinion. On the other hand, you have people who think that it is a waste of time. So, one group of people think that it is important for children to study art at school. They think it is a very important subject. But on the other hand, you have people who think that children should not study art at school because it is a waste of time. Now that we have understood the first part of the question, let's move on to the second part. Discuss both sides. Discuss both sides. So in your essay, you need to write a paragraph about people who think that art is important, and you also need to write a paragraph about people who think that art is a waste of time. That is what discuss both sides mean. And then after that, you're supposed to give your opinion. So discuss both sides and give your opinion. We will look further into the last part of the question, discuss both sides and give your opinion, in the next essay, where I'm going to teach you how to write the main body and the conclusion. Let's concentrate on how to write the introduction. So when it comes to the introduction, what is the examiner looking for? The examiner is looking for the background statement and the thesis statement. What is the background statement? The background statement is where you paraphrase IELTS statement, but you do not change the original meaning. What does paraphrase mean? It means that you rewrite IELTS statement. IELTS statement is, some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school, while others think it is a waste of time. That is IELTS statement. So in your background statement, you need to rewrite that in your own words, but you do not change the original meaning. How do you do that? You do that by finding word synonyms for the different words that are in IELTS statement. You can change the word form as well. In some words, as you will notice in IELTS statement, we will not change them. Some words remain the same. But you're also allowed to change the form of the word. I will show you how to do that in a minute. Now, let's begin paraphrasing IELTS statement together. Let's begin with the word some. Some people. So we are going to replace the word some with the word certain. Certain. Certain and some in this case are synonyms of each other. Some people, certain individuals. So the next word that we are going to replace is people. We are going to replace the word people with individuals. Certain people, certain individuals, certain individuals, certain some people. Those two phrases mean exactly the same. Some people, certain people. Think that, I am going to replace that with are of the view that. Think that, I will replace that with are of the view that. Because remember, this is a Band 9 essay. So I have to begin with advanced vocabulary. So we replace think with are of the view that. And then the next word is art. We are not going to change that word. Because if we change that word, we are going to change the meaning of the statement. And we do not want to do that. So we are going to keep the word art. And then we move on to is an essential. I will replace the word essential with vital. It is a vital subject. It is an essential subject. I will keep the word subject. I will not change it. Because if I change it, then it will affect the meaning of the statement. And I do not want to do that. So far, I have kept the word art and I've kept the word subject. So vital means essential. The next word is children. I will replace the word children with pupils. Pupils and children mean exactly the same within this context. Pupils and children mean the same. The next word is school. I will replace the word school with learning institutions. I will replace the word school with learning institutions. Then I'm going to move on to the second part of the statement. So far I have replaced some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school. I have replaced that with certain individuals are of the view that art is a vital subject for pupils in learning institutions. Then I'm going to move on to the second part of the statement, and I have put a full stop to divide the two opinions. So the first opinion, I have written that as a sentence. And then I'm going to move on to the second opinion, which is while others think it is a waste of time. I will write that as a sentence, as the second sentence. So I will replace the word while others, while is a linking word that I'm going to replace with on the contrary, to show that it is a different opinion. The first opinion is that certain individuals are of the view that art is a vital subject for pupils in learning institutions. But then we have people who have the opposite opinion. That is why I have used the linking word on the contrary, comma. Others think. I have replaced the word think with are of the perspective that. Others think. Others are of the perspective that. So I have replaced the word think with are of the perspective that. It is a waste of time. I'm going to replace the word it with studying art, because it here, while others think it, so it refers to studying art. Others are of the perspective that studying art is a waste of time. I will replace waste with wastage. This is what I meant when I said in the tips for how to write the background statement, the second tip is you can change the word form. So in this case, I have changed the form of the word waste in IELTS statement, and I have replaced that with wastage. Wastage of time. So that's how you write the background statement. You're supposed to rewrite IELTS statement in your own words, but you remember not to change the original meaning. You're allowed to keep some words, because if you change those words, then you will change the meaning. For example, in my case, I have kept the word art, and I have kept the word time, and I have kept the word subject. You are also allowed to change the form of the word. For example, the word waste, I changed the word to wastage. Now, let's move on to the thesis statement. What is the thesis statement? The thesis statement is your opinion of the issue that has been raised in IELTS statement. It is your opinion. What is your opinion? In IELTS statement, we have two opinions. Some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school. That is one opinion. And then we have another opinion, while others think it is a waste of time. That is the second opinion. In your thesis statement, you're supposed to write your opinion. Is it the first one or is it the second one? After that, you're supposed to give a reason for your opinion. Just one reason. So, in your thesis statement, first of all, state your opinion. In IELTS statement, we have two opinions. Pick one of them, state it in your thesis statement, and then after that, give a reason. How do you do that? You begin with the words, in my opinion. I believe that art is a very important subject which should be taught to children not only in primary but also in secondary schools. So I picked the first opinion. Some people think that art is an essential subject for children at school. That is my opinion. So I had to write that in my own words. I introduced my thesis statement using the words in my opinion. And remember to put a comma after in my opinion. In my opinion, I believe that art is a very important subject which should be taught to children not only in primary but also in secondary schools. After that, I'm going to give a reason for my opinion. This is due to the fact that, so I'm going to use the linking word due to the fact that. This is due to the fact that. That is a better linking word than using because. Because is more of a band 5, band 4 linking word. If you want a higher band, then use advanced linking words. This is due to the fact that the creativity involved in art education does strengthen critical thinking skills, which enhance learning in all the other subjects. So this is the reason I have given as to why I believe very strongly that art is a very important subject. This is due to the fact that the creativity involved in art education, it does strengthen critical thinking skills, which enhance. To enhance is to promote learning in all the other subjects. So in my opinion, I feel very strongly that art should be taught to children, not only in primary school, but also in secondary school. Secondary school is high school. And the reason why I believe that is because when you learn art, you learn a lot of creativity. And the creativity that is involved in art education strengthens your critical thinking skills. And the critical thinking skills that you acquire from studying art will improve, will enhance. To enhance is to improve your learning in all the other subjects. So that's how you write the thesis statement. In the thesis statement, pick which opinion you agree with. Do you agree with the first opinion, which is some people think that art is an essential subject? Or do you agree with the second opinion, which is others think that it is a waste of time? Once you have decided which opinion you want to support, then write it. Begin with the words, in my opinion, I believe that, and then explain your opinion that you have chosen in your own words. Art is a very important subject which should be taught to children not only in primary but also in secondary schools. After that, give your reason as to why you have chosen that particular opinion. This is due to the fact that, remember to introduce it using the correct linking word. You can use because if that is easier for you. This is because. But if you're aiming for a band 8 and a band 9, then I would recommend that you use this is due to the fact that the creativity involved in art education does strengthen critical thinking skills, which enhance learning in all the other subjects. So this brings me to the second part of this lesson, where I'm just going to give you a recap of the things to remember when it comes to answering this sort of discussion essay where you're told discuss both sides and give your opinion. The first thing that I would recommend is make sure you understand all the parts of the question. The question has two opinions. Make sure you identify them and that you understand them. The next thing that you need to do is write your introduction. In your introduction, the examiner is looking for the background statement. In the background statement, simply paraphrase IELTS statement, write it in your own words, but don't change the meaning. Remember, you're allowed to keep some words, because if you change those words, then you will affect the original meaning. You are also allowed to change the word form. For example, the word waste, I changed that word to wastage. After you have done that, then write your thesis statement. In your thesis statement, choose one of the two opinions. You have two opinions in IELTS statement. Pick one of them. Write about it. Begin with, in my opinion, I believe that, and then write your opinion in your own words. After you have done that, give a reason for your opinion. Now, the other thing that I would like to point out is that you have only 40 minutes to write your IELTS Writing Task 2. It's not a lot of time, so make things easier for yourself by not writing too many words. You can see in my background statement, I have 2 sentences. And that is only because I have 2 different opinions. And then my thesis statement is also 2 sentences. So I usually recommend to my students, write your introduction should only be maximum 4 sentences, not more than that. 3 or 4 sentences, that is enough. You don't have a lot of time. You have 40 minutes, and you still have writing task to write. Now, if you found this lesson helpful at all, if you learned something new, then you know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up. Share this video on all your social media platforms, for example, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram. And also, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and turn your notification button on, because I will be uploading the second part of this essay on how to write the main body and the conclusion. If you don't want to miss that, then just ensure that you subscribe and also turn your notification bell on. Now, thank you very much, and remember to give me a thumbs up. It is bad karma to benefit from something and not give something back. All I ask you to give back is a thumbs up. You can write a nice comment for me in the comment section. That is going to make me really happy. And share this video on all your social media platforms. Now, thank you very much, and see you in our next lesson. Bye bye.